Hi, my name is Ina Shine and I specialize in the practical application of the knowledge the human design system provides us in career and business. Not just knowing your design, but experimenting with it and living it in your career or business. And today we are talking about the profile 5-1. It's life path, it's superpowers, and most importantly, how the information about your profile can help you build a fulfilling career or a successful business. So what is your profile? Your profile is your energetic expression, your own perception of yourself versus how the outside world sees you. And the information about your human design profile can really help you build your business persona, define what it is, build your personal brand, your positioning to help you stand out, and generally give you some indication on what type of behavior is actually correct for you in your career or business. All right, let's get started.
The official name of the profile 5-1 is the Heretic Investigator. Translating this into a business language, I can describe the profile 5-1 as a natural leader, a problem solver, a crisis manager, a revolutionary who shakes up the world, a guide who provides universal solutions, a great learner and investigator. Take into account these keywords when defining your business persona and your personal brand. An outstanding feature of this profile which differentiates it from the rest is its ability to look at the most complicated and challenging tasks from multiple sides, angles and perspectives, which makes the profile 5-1 probably the most natural, authentic and powerful leader. Of course, when it's operating correctly. We'll talk about this later. But obviously, leaders can be different. So, what type of leader is the profile 5-1? Well, without any hesitation in its highest potential, this is the profile of the most impactful and influential people on this planet, who know how to take responsibility, how to lead others and influence big masses. Excellent examples of this profile are the Queen Elizabeth II, Margaret Thatcher, Richard Branson, Arnold Schwarzenegger and George Bush. So how do people see the profile 5-1? If this is your profile, most people see you as the type of leader who has a very flexible, smart and creative mind, which has gifted you with ability to learn and investigate tasks at hand in a very detailed, well-rounded and comprehensive way. You can find solutions to problems where other people simply cannot see a way out. And as a profile 5-1 myself, sometimes it seems to me that there is almost nothing in my life I cannot resolve on my own. My mind just naturally tunes into this problem-solving mode each time I face a challenge or see a problem. And this is exactly what attracts people to come to us for solutions. 5-1 has a very magnetic and attractive personality. People get naturally attracted to us when they are looking for a crisis manager. And then, when we happen to be that expert who can solve this specific problem people need help with, then we turn into those influential, reliable, and responsible superheroes and crisis managers people can rely on. This is the profile 5-1 in its highest expression. However, what very often happens when a 5-1 profile doesn't operate correctly and is in its low expression, it starts throwing solutions at people right and left who do not necessarily ask for help. They start teaching, preaching, and telling others what to do, even when people don't need this. This is definitely one thing the profile 5-1 needs to be aware of. Stop offering solutions unless people specifically ask for them, or even better, pay for them. This will help you feel more valued, get more satisfaction, and get that recognition you deserve. Now let's talk about projections. If you are 5-1, projections will be a big part of your life, as they will always impact the first impression about you and how other people perceive your personality. And the trick is that very few people in your life will see you for who you really are. So imagine the real you. Someone who has your own inner demons, insecurities, perhaps indecisiveness, and who is not 100% confident all the time. And the real you has that protective shell or protective layer that doesn't allow people to see your true face and your true personality. So what happens is that people will by default start assuming and attaching their own ideas and expectations about who you really are and what you can do. Perhaps they start automatically assuming that you are that powerful, confident, authoritative person who can give them what they want. Or it can be the opposite. And projections can be both a positive and a negative thing for you. The projections can become your enemy when these expectations people have about you do not match the reality and therefore you cannot meet them. For example, at the beginning of a personal or professional relationship, people expect you to deliver on certain KPIs. For example, solve a specific problem, meet certain needs, or behave in a certain way. However, when you don't know what those KPIs and expectations are, most likely you will not be able to meet them. And as a result of this, you will get a dose of disappointment and dissatisfaction, which can really damage your reputation. And reputation, that powerful and impactful image of yours, is the number one asset for a profile 5-1. This is very important to remember this. And nothing can feel more painful for you than a damaged reputation, problems you can't find solutions for, or a severe criticism pointed at your personality. So how to avoid those false projections? Well, first of all, learn to set expectations yourself before stepping into any sort of professional or personal relationship. And secondly, ask people what their expectations are to make sure they are aligned with yours. And finally, remember, you do not need to meet all expectations people have about you, especially those ones that do not resonate with you. Start saying no. No, this is not within my area of expertise. No, I don't think I'm the best person to help. No, I think you'll be better off working with someone else. Just keep these rejections in mind. I'm sure you will need them later. There is also something very important I want you to understand about the Profile 5-1 and projections. What are the projections? Projections are the invisible armor that actually hides your vulnerabilities and protects you by detaching from the rest of the world, from their attacks and criticism. The thing is, it takes time to gain confidence, knowledge, skills, and experience to become an influential leader. This is why a Profile 5-1 actually needs that invisible armor to protect themselves. Something that can really help a Profile 5-1 to gain more confidence is gaining more knowledge and experience and just spending more time learning, investigating, and researching the area of your interest. You do not really have to hide your vulnerabilities and pretend to be someone you're not, just to meet the projection and expectation of other people. I know you can do this very well, but you don't have to. What you can do instead is create a real confidence and build a true expertise by just getting a more solid foundation. This is how a true confidence and trust are built. So, what would be the business advice I would give to the Profile 5-1? Number 1. 5-1. You are definitely very influential when you speak and solve problems. Make sure you broadcast this into a wider audience and big masses. YouTube, TED Talk, podcast, offline public speaking events are just perfect for you. Try not to limit yourself by the people you know. It is so important for you to pursue your ambitions and go really big. Your social media platform is entire world and not just your hometown or local community. Number 2, create your own boundaries and try to keep them with your audience and your clients. First and foremost, Never get into close relationships with the people you're trying to influence. Try to keep the 80-20 rule. 80% of the expert content and 20% of your personal content. Don't overshare on social media, especially how you were partying last weekend and got wasted. This is the quickest way to ruin your reputation. Remember, you are a superhero. Keeping a distance with your audience will help you maintain that powerful business persona and image people so easily buy into. As long as you keep your clients at a distance, you are influential. The moment you get with them into closer relationships, you will lose that magic and the power of your profile. Number 3. Take advantage of your projections. People already see you as an expert without you trying to position yourself as such. Then just be that expert. Choose a niche or niches of your liking, research them really well, and start offering solutions to problems. Here is a life hack from me personally. Since problem solving is a natural gift, prioritize market research in your business. Ask people questions about their struggles, problems, questions, pain points. What are they trying to resolve? Make a list of all those items and voila, this is your offering. Monetize solutions to people's problems. Try not to solve those problems just because you can, free of charge. Start charging for this. In this way, people will start valuing you instead of taking for granted your superpowers. And now finally, your style, your image and your looks. Dress up in a presentable way. Smart suits, jackets, blazers, official dresses are much better for you than casual jeans, jumpers, tracksuits, at least in the business setting. Try to develop your own official style to stand out. And remember, never copy. Leaders don't copy. If you would like to understand your chart in more detail and what does it mean specifically for you in the business and career context, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, where you can find my daily human design for business content and where you can also book your human design consultation if you're interested. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more information about human design.